All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that everybody can hear me, please.
We can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Yes, very clear. Very, very clear.
Loud and clear.
All right.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. Okay, you are highly welcome after a wonderful week. Today is Monday. We have a lot of interesting things to discuss about today. And a lot of things are going on in the community now. Some people are not actually okay with it. Some people are okay. Some people are excited. Some people are not. But it's normal. You see, when there are always changes, some people will not agree. That's just the truth. I remember when we started TBC, the whole of 2016, 2017, we're not paying a dime. We're not paying a dime to admin. So admin was taking all the fee from he was doing that from his pocket for almost 1 year. And later on, we started paying sometimes 2017. And we have the yearly wallet fee. Then we have the lifetime wallet fee. And we have the Kringle fee, which altogether was 4 grains of gold. That's approximately 11 USD. And today we have some major changes going on. And that is what we are going to discuss today. And if some people are not very clear, you have all the right to ask your question today, because that is a major change that is taking place. And of course, you are not obliged to. You are not obliged to partake in the bounty. I call it bounty program because you see, in the Kringle Cash, we have a lot of incentives going on. You might decide not to participate, right? Same as any person that will participate will really smile. Okay, so this is what we are talking about. Admin is saying that I want to share my screen before we discuss. Let me quickly share my screen with you guys. Quickly share my screen. So I'm very sure that everybody must have gone through. I've already shared this in some of my WhatsApp groups. And I'm very sure that majority have gone through this. Admin is saying here that TBC has officially graduated today. A very big change has taken place early today, making the moment in history when TBC officially graduated. Up until that moment, TBC had the option to fail. Now, failure will never be an option again for TBC. If TBC was going to fail at fulfilling its mission to end poverty globally, I did not want any of our members to feel that admin hurt them financially. More or less, how could an annual payment of 4 grains of admin fee hurt even the poorest among us? Impossible, right? I have worked very hard to make sure that TBC stood on its own for 3 years now. We did not gather investors to help fund our progress at any time for 3 years. You, the members, combined together have kept TBC going on that extremely small admin fee. In spite of so many hardships, like massive discounting of TBC coins, rampaging social media trolls, one technical difficulty after another, even a collapsed blockchain requiring the whole TBC community to migrate to our new blockchain, and an extensive government investigation by the US SEC that resulted in the consent by silence that we are indeed a private operation with the right to self-regulation. We managed to stay afloat and survive all of that and more. Some of the TBC trolls have falsely accused the TBC admin of raising $33 million because they are ignorant of the history of the TBC fundraising. Truth is, over 3 years, we have raised a couple of $1 million and have used most of those funds to pay for the operation of this technological endeavor. We do currently have a reasonable cash reserve, but it is lacking what is needed to fully develop to achieve our stated mission. As of today, the admin fee is 8 grains per month to take TBC up to the level it needs to reach our objectives. We have graduated because I have seen enough success from our 3 campaigns to justify going full speed ahead. And at the 4th campaign of offering our members a massive residual income to support the builders of the TBC community while adding enough funds to the admin to quickly expand additional services to meet everyone's expectation of a cryptocurrency. Here is how this will work from this point forward. All old members are grandfathered into their current obligations and will be allowed to their 4 grains admin fee, run out the rest of their respective annual period to cover the Crinkle Cash back office. Now, members have already started paying the monthly 8 grains admin fee, of which a 4 grains Bitcoin bounty will be paid out to the sponsors ongoing. This will create for the full-timers a monthly massive residual income that can make daily withdrawals from as they wish. The Bitcoin bounty area of Crinkle Cash back office will be up under the account area this week, and then daily withdrawals can be made. This is going to fully reward the builders of TBC for their hard work. If an old member wants to switch into the new member Bitcoin bounty, then they will have the option to complete an 8 grains payment and then be able to collect on the Bitcoin bounties too. It is up to each of you if you want to upgrade or not. The lifetime wallet fee is covered in the first payment of 8 grains paid by the new members. All paid old members already have a lifetime wallet that is paid for eternity. So the only loss here is access to the Crinkle Cash back office after each 30-day period if the new members fail to keep paying to have it. New non-paid members will have a 7 days pre-trial period to the Crinkle Cash back office. This is how it works now. I am sure the TBC builders will really enjoy the massive residual income that comes from their effort. All other things remain the same. Okay, guys, the admin is telling us here that all other things remain the same. And just like I was explaining in our send button meeting, you realize that the builders are the ones to benefit from hugely from this, unless you don't want to be a builder. If you look critically, admin realized that we have, from the Bitcoin contest, we have only one person that wins. Like if you look at the present results, we have the first person had 50 something. Now, when you look at this, you realize that these people here, they have actually worked so hard to build TBC community. But as a result of that, they did not actually have something sustainable. So admin is saying that instead of them just participating and trying to be the first person, let everybody wins. Meaning that once you pay the 8 grains, when you pay the 8 grains of gold here, you benefit 50%. Like this person, definitely he has put in about 40 grains of gold into TBC, Crinkle Cash, and definitely he's going home with nothing. But as from next week, you realize that each of these people, each person that you put in, paying 8 grains of gold, you make 4 grains of gold. That's about $11. So you see that everybody building the community as a full-timers make money rather than just one person over here. So as the admin has always said in the blog, as time goes on, we are going to have a lot of incentives going on that will permit people to earn. So far, it will not only require one person winning 200 grains of gold, but the entire people that are taking part in this great promotion. So it all requires everybody to put in an effort and be able to come in as a builder. And once you come in as a builder, you make money in the process. So this is it for today, guys. we want to discuss a little bit more. And just like I said, a lot of things are going on. And of course, we need our technology to develop. Admin is tired waiting for the community to react, for him to move forward. Collecting 4 grains of gold. I remember there are programs that I've joined, like in network marketing programs, that you need to renew your account about 50 USD every month. So for those that are versed in the network marketing field, you will know that 20 grains of gold should be nothing as compared to selling your cookies, TBC, and whatever. So this gives an opportunity to make a residual income while we are waiting for the admin to fully develop our coin and make it very good for everybody. So any person that is coming into the system right now, you make at least 4 grains of gold that you can withdraw as cash within 24 hours. That way, it is going to make people to at least have what they call residual income from Kringle Cash. And please, this has nothing to do with our fiat bank exchange. It has nothing to do with that. This is just a kind of residual income that will permit everybody who is participating as a builder. If you don't want to do it, fine. The admin is not putting you some pressure to do it, but this is about those that want to build the community. You want to build a community. We have been doing it for 3 years without expecting anything from admin. We have been doing it from passion. We have been doing it because we love humanity. And if admin is adding something extra, fine. Fine. So we'll keep building and we'll keep making our money. So far, for those that really, really want to build. So let's discuss. I want to take, I'll start taking people that have some questions concerning this or maybe some reactions. So we're going to discuss right now. So if you want to say something, yes, let me go
something to say. Yeah. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm sorry I came in a little bit late. Please, Mr. Ambe, I do not understand this 8 grains of gold.
Yeah.
Is it monthly or annually, per year or per month? Because if it's per month,
8 grains of gold is monthly for all builders. It's monthly. So if you are a builder in a community, every month you have to pay 8 gold, because they suppose that all builders are those that are working. If you are not working, then you are not a builder. So if you are a builder, you pay 8 grains monthly, and your sponsor will have 4 grains of gold. 4 grains goes to your sponsor every month.
So it's not every entrant, every recruit that will pay that 8 grains of gold every month.
Sorry?
It's only those who want to pay it. Is it compulsory for everybody? Who pays that 8 grains of gold every month? The recruits, or every member has to pay 8 grains of gold every month?
I said
who pays
the
that?
builders. I said the builders. The builders. If you don't want to participate in a building, fine. You have the right not to pay. But if you really want to build, like I just showed you here, these are the builders for this week. These are people that have spent a lot of energy trying to build a community and make the community grow. So if these are builders, like the first person here this week came out with 57 signups, and he went home with 500 USD today. And this person went home with nothing. So the admin is saying that let these people not be building for nothing. Let them be having something probably every month. So that is fair enough for everybody to earn something money.
Is that the admin that? Is it the admin that will be paying from his own pocket the 4 grains to the builder every month? Or the new members that come in will be paying?
Listen, if you are a builder, just know that you have to renew your accounts with 8 grains of gold monthly. And once you renew, the 8 grains, 4 grains go to your upline or to your sponsor, something like that. If you are a builder. If you are not a builder, fine. Is that understood?
Which means it is optional. It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory.
The payment is.
You should be a builder for that. If you don't want to do it, but just know that if you don't do it, you will not benefit from the cookies rewards. That's what the admin has said. The cookie reward program, you won't benefit from it. So,
but if you are bringing in new members, you have no right to do anything.
Sorry. Come again.
As a member, if I bring in every month at least 2, 3, 4, 5 people every month, but I don't contribute to that builders, so I won't get any reward for bringing in new members.
Yes, because you have decided not to upgrade to a builder. Is that clear now?
I'm still not clear.
What is
because who is going to bring in this money? The new people that bring in must they contribute every month 8 grains of gold every month. The new people that are coming in, will they be paying 8 grains of gold every month? Because I'm thinking of Nigeria.
Mr. Solo, yes. Listen, please. When you come in now as a builder, it means that you are paying 8 grains of gold. If you decide not to be builder, it stops there. But if you want to be builder every month, you have to pay 8 grains of gold because you are building. And the admin believe that the 8 grains of gold, you will not just bring one person and you stop there. Because you are a builder, you should be able to make people come in, and any person upgrading as a builder should also pay the same. They should also pay you 8 grains of gold. And of course, builder means people, we have seen people making, bringing in 50-something people per week, 40-something people per week, 20-something people per week, but they are going home with nothing. So the admin said that that's not fair. So if you are coming in with just 10 people, you should be able to go home with at least $100 in that week, or anytime you can catch it out in Bitcoin. So if you decide not to be a builder, it means you don't pay the 8 grains of gold. So it's basically for builders. And I want to believe that everybody should upgrade to become a builder if you really want to make money.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Michael, I will take Michael before I come to Steve. Okay, Michael, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Bell, please, good evening. Good evening to all.
Yeah, evening.
The question Mr. Solo was asking, I was also having the same issue, but now I've got the clear understanding. What Mr. Solo was asking was that, is it the new member that is coming that is going to pay the 8 grain of gold every month? But now I've gotten the understanding that it is not the new members that are going to pay that 8 grain of gold.
No.
If you want to be a builder,
listen, any person coming in now pay 8 grains of gold
every month.
Yes. If you don't pay every month, it means that you will not participate as a builder. Your account will be inactive, or your Kringle Cash. You will not participate in cookie reward. You only participate in cookie rewards if you are paying your 8 grains of gold and you have upgraded as a builder.
Okay, so it starts from the old members to the new members also.
If you have paid already for this year and you don't want to upgrade, fine. You don't have to pay anything again. Meaning that if your account shows that you have to pay sometimes in March 2020, right?
Okay.
You don't want to upgrade as a builder, no problem. You remain there, right?
Yeah.
Now, for you now to benefit as a builder and earn commission from all your prospects that you have brought in the system, you must upgrade to be a builder.
Okay.
But any new person coming in, the wallet fee is 8 grains of gold, because new people coming in must pay 8 grains so that the sponsor should have something. If the new people that are coming in decide not to pay again, no problem. The year that they will decide to upgrade as builder, you still earn from them.
Okay. But if I'm asked, so assuming the new member comes and pay the 8 grain of, and he decides not to pay again, will the person's send button will still be active? Yes,
it will be active. But your send button will be active. That has nothing to do with your send button, please.
Okay.
Your wallet, you have paid a lifetime wallet fee. Do you get it? You have paid a lifetime wallet fee. That is okay. But your Kringle Cash, you will not participate in all the advantages in your Kringle Cash back office. But
Oh, okay.
once new member come in once and paid their lifetime wallet fee is fine.
Okay.
But you might decide that, okay, you want to participate as a builder in a community. That's when you upgrade now to find yourself as a builder and be earning money every day while waiting for the wallet to be fully developed and we start cashing out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I've understood now. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, let's. I think Mr. Steve wants to say something. Good evening, Mr. Steve, and welcome.
Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me, Mbe?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I am not too sure if I am happy at all with this move. I am not at all happy. And I am going to make myself very clear because this is my field of expertise. And so I am not 100% clear at all. So let's take it. Let me see if I can simplify what is happening. Now, the people who are now, by the way, where do you see that now? Because I'm trying to read it for myself, but I am not seeing it. Could you direct me where I can find that, Mbe?
Okay, let me quickly share my screen with you, Steve.
No. Where can I find it now? On my in my Kringle back office.
What you have to understand is that a lot of things are still being developed. So by the end of the week, you will find them on your account. The amount has been changed.
So it's not available to us now.
It will be available anytime soon, but it goes effective today.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the information, we do not have it now, as you say. The regular members like myself, we do not have that information right now. Is that what you're saying?
You have the information already, but you do not have the options to catch out now. But by the end of the week, you have it. Meaning that right now, if somebody comes in and pay 8 grains of gold, you have 4 grains of gold accumulated.
One moment there, Mbe. Let's go back to my question. Where is the information in my back office now? The information, not cash out.
Where can information are you asking?
Yes, the information.
Precise the information you want to know.
The information on this 8 grains of gold and the monthly payout and all this. Where can I find it? Where in the blog?
Yeah, it's in the blog.
It is in the blog.
Under what?
Under send button meeting. If you come to the blog here.
You mean under April 8th send button?
This is it. Now, if you come here is how this will work from this point forwards. Okay. All members are grandfathered into their current obligations and will be allowed to let their 4 grains admin fee run out the rest of their respective annual period to cover the Kringle Cash back office. New members have already started paying the 8 grains of admin fee.
Okay.
Which a 4 grains Bitcoin bounty will be paid out to the sponsors ongoing. So all new members that are coming in now will pay 8 grains, and the sponsor will receive 4 grains, which is accumulating right now.
Okay. All right. Now I see the information, and I will take time to read it. But now I want to continue with my questions. Now, okay. The new members that are coming in effective, they will pay 8 grains of gold. Yes.
Right.
Okay, that's number 1. And so the people who are bringing them in, the full timers, they will get basically 50% of what they're registering with.
Wait, what do you mean 50%?
I mean, is you say is 8 no, and 4 goes to the sponsor. Is that what you said?
Yes, 4 grains go to the sponsor. That's for the registration fee.
Yes, so it's 50-50 now. Admin gets 50, you get 50.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Because you're now saying that somebody comes in second, walks away with nothing, and admin is trying to level the playing field. Now, what it's telling me is that we are encouraging incompetency. We are selling the program short, because I will not register anyone as just a member, because it means that I have not fully showed that person the vision. If I am just trying to register people just to make 200, 500 worth of Bitcoin, I am not doing this society justice.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it, Steve. You don't get it yet.
Huh?
Now,
hold on. What I am trying to say, MB,
yeah.
Everybody that I register, everybody that I introduce to this program entered with 40 grains of gold, which means admin gets his portion and I get my commission. My upline gets my commission.
No. Pray, Steve, please hold on. You should relax. I think you haven't read the article yet, so we are not understanding ourselves very correct.
No, you're the one that said they walk away with nothing. That's not what you said.
Sorry?
Did you not say that the second round, the second person walks away with nothing?
If I come in as John, right?
Second place.
Second
you
place.
Come in second. Yes, this week, for example, this week's second place has what? How many people? The second place has 45 or something now.
And walks away with nothing, which admin is encouraging that.
Yes, but how can you walk away with nothing? It means that you're only registering people as a member, but they're not investing into.
No. Steve, wait a minute, please. Wait a minute. I'm not sure you fully understand what we are doing here.
Okay, let me understand. Let me understand.
I'm not very sure we are okay with what we are doing here. Now,
yes.
When you credit somebody's account with 40 grains of gold, right?
Uh-huh.
The money goes to you. Does the money goes to admin?
No, admin gets it's $11. No.
Sorry?
Admin gets its $11.
Good, but now the 40 grains goes to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, now admin tells you that right now, when you register somebody, the admin fee, just the admin fee, is going up to 8 grains of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that you are going to have 10 grains of gold in Bitcoin right now. And if the person credit his account, you have an additional amount that the person credit his account. It goes to you, the sponsor. The only thing that goes to admin is 4 grains of gold, which is $10. That's the only thing that goes to admin. Are you understanding ourselves?
Yes, I'm hearing you quite well.
Yes, that's the only thing that goes to admin. 4 grains of gold. The rest remain in the community. Now, admin is saying that if you look, I just explained this, and maybe I want to explain again. Admin is saying that a lot of builders are coming up right now. We have a lot of builders. These are builders. Builders means that the people who are contributing for the community to grow. These are, if you look at the Philippines, these are leaders. I personally know them. They have organized a lot of conferences. They have done a lot of things for this leader to win. And today, they are going home with 200 grains of gold. Right? Now, if you look at the second position, goes home with nothing. And
no, that's my problem. No, hold on a minute. This is exactly what I am pointing out. The fact that you're saying that he's going home with nothing is that all what they're doing is just registering people with 4 grains of gold.
No,
this is
permit me to learn, Steve. Permit me to learn. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here that this has changed, meaning that everybody participating as a builder, just by bringing people on board, you make an extra 4 grains of gold.
I understand that very well.
Right.
I understand that very well, Mbe, because I told you this is my area again of expertise. What admin has done, admin has put in monies for the builders because obviously they are not making the members who are coming in investing in 40 grains of gold. And so admin is,
No, we are not sure. I'm not sure, Steve. I'm not sure admin knows. No, I don't want us to talk a lot, but let's understand ourselves. I'm not sure admin is aware.
You're the one that said they walk away with nothing, no? It's not me, no.
You said they walk away with nothing. What I'm trying to say here, I did not learn when I was trying to explain, Steve. I needed to learn.
Okay, go on. What
I was trying to say, admin is not aware whether you do transaction or not. Only the technician from the blockchain can tell admin the total transaction for that day from the blockchain. Admin is not aware whether you did a transaction or not. The reason why I said that these people here, these people here, these people here, the reason why I was saying they go home with nothing, I was trying to add that now it has changed, because even if you bring in just 2 persons, whether he do a transaction of 40 grains of gold or not, you still make an extra 4 grains of gold.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Now let me move to my next question, and I will make a summary. Now let's go to the monthly thing. Now you're saying admin is saying to us now that effective immediately. Is it that those who are coming in now, those who you are bringing in now, they will pay the 8 grains of gold, and they will be required to pay it monthly? Am I hearing you?
If they decide to be builders. If they are not builders, you don't pay monthly.
Okay.
As far as you're a builder, you pay monthly, so that everybody benefits in the building community. Okay,
excellent. Now, in terms of a builder now, are you saying that those of us who opt to be full-time, should we now, if we're not taking part...
Full-timers are builders.
Huh?
Full-timers. Full-timers are builders.
Okay, so those of us who... so if the person decided not... For example, a lot of us are in the program now are full-timers. And so if we chose not to be
Steve, excuse me, not all of us. We have just 1,900 full-timers right now in a community of 3 million people. We have just 1,000 and something right now. So don't say a lot of us. We are not even 1/3
of what builders. Full-timers.
Yeah, full-timers is so small. Just 1,000 people in a community of 3 million.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So, in terms of us who are in the program now, you're saying that if we want to participate, we need to complete the 8 grains of gold, and we need to maintain it monthly to receive from building. Correct?
Of course, because we assume that a builder is he that is about to sponsor, that is able to sponsor people every week or every day. Or every week, every day, those are builders. But if you decide not to be a builder, you have paid your lifetime wallet fee. You have paid your lifetime wallet fee for eternity. So you decide not to be a builder, fine. You have your wallets, fine. You remember your wallet, but you will not have access in all the advantages in the Kringle Cash back office. All right. Okay, let me take.
Okay. So that member who's coming in now, and he or she will pay the $8, and then
8 grains. 8 grains.
8 grains of gold. Sorry, 8 grains of gold. and then he or she now can decide, all right, I am not a builder, so so that covers the 1 year fee, correct?
No, it covers your wallet fee. The wallet fee, not Kringle cash, but your wallet fee is covered for eternity. Lifetime wallet fee.
So what does that member who does not decide to build needs to do to maintain his Kringle account?
No, once you paid, you have paid your wallet, Steve. Once your wallet is paid, your wallet has been paid. So the only thing you want to pay again is if you want to participate in the Kringle Cash, all the advantages you have in your Kringle Cash, but your wallet have no problem. Are you getting me, please?
When you say your wallet, what are you referring to? Because for me, when you said wallet, it's referring to my TBC 009 wallet.
Right.
That's what I understood with wallet.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Right.
Good. So what I am saying now, because you're making reference that if you're not a builder, you will not have all the access in the Kringle Cash back office. So right. I am asking you, therefore, that if I decided to come in, pay my $8 one time, and do not pay anything again, will it affect my Kringle back office?
Yes.
In what way?
Because you will not have access to cookie reward.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, I'm not building, so I will not have cookies reward. That is fine. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to understand it very well. So when people are coming in now, that they now have an option to be on the builders list and pay monthly, or decide to stay with their investment, relax. They can actually probably buy TBC on their own and increase their TBC and relax.
That's
and
right.
They pay the yearly subscription fee at the end of the year, which is the $8 again. Good. Yeah. And yeah. I believe when we who are in the program who have paid the $4, the 4 grains of gold, when our time comes to subscribe, that 8 grains of gold will now affect us, I believe.
No, it will not. It will not, Steve. It will not.
So we will still pay 4 grains of gold.
8. It's always 8.
Okay, we will always. All right. So in closing now, MB, in closing, I will say this to you. The reason why I said admin has put in an addition to the builders, so that the builders also so the builders participate, get the residual. We call it residual or passive income. Okay. Right. The reason why I see that admin does it, and it is proven, because if everyone who is a member today had invested in 40 grains of gold, we would not have this promotion today. And so it then tells me that majority of the members, active members that you see now in the program, have not yet invested in 40 grains of gold. Right. Hence the reason that we're doing the community an injustice, because we are just bringing in people without giving the vision of what we're doing. They don't even understand what we're doing, because if anyone understands the potential, if anyone understands the gravity, if anybody really get the vision of TBC, they will not come in with less than 1 grain of gold. And right. I am convinced of that, because none of my members come in with less than a grain of gold. And by the way, I will not accept them, because it means then they do not fully understand what we're doing. And that is what I'm saying. This move that admin is making, to me, it is not even a positive one. is just rewarding incompetence. That's what admin is doing. Admin is now rewarding incompetence because the people who are building fail to show the vision of admin and what admin intends to do in the future. And so because because they do not sell the vision, they sell themselves short and they walk away with nothing because they are after $200 worth of Bitcoin. We are selling, admin is selling. This is not, for me, there's nothing positive about this except admin is saying, okay, let us all contribute to admin.
Steve, listen.
You feel much better.
Yes.
I would have felt much better if admin says.
Hold on, Steve. No, Steve, I'll stop you. I'll stop you from there. It's my show, so I have the right to stop you, please. Hold on. Calm down.
Please, I have one more question.
No.
I have one more question, Mr.
I'm the one talking here. You allow me to talk. I'm the one.
One more question.
So you allow me to explain things. Listen, no, don't ask any question. Wait. I'm the one talking here. I'll give you the chance to talk. I'll give you the chance to talk, please. I suppose that... No, please, don't say anything. Nobody should say anything. Nobody should say anything. If you are not happy with this show, you have the right to leave. I am the one managing, I'm the boss here. So listen. No. It's my show. So everybody should listen now. I think that we should not let our emotions cover some certain aspects. Or we should not let our emotions try to make us not to reason anymore. I don't want to hurt anybody, sorry. But I feel that let us try to understand where the admin is going to. And besides, the admin knows better, if I can put it this way. And if any of you has ever been into network marketing, you will realize that there are network marketing companies where you upgrade with $100 minimum monthly. You must agree with me with this. And people happily pay. And even when you happily pay, they will give you just about 10% of that amount. Whether you agree with me or not, that's the truth. Now, admin tells you that the community, they are slow. The community, we have just few builders in a community of 3 million people. And in a community of 3 million people, we have just few builders who are doing everything to see that TBC works. And they have no reward from that. Ever since I joined TBC, my life has been so frustrating. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Do you guys think the admin give me some money monthly for that? No. It's just a passion. But the question I want to ask you and how many of you are doing the same thing that me and some few others are doing? How many of you will host meetings 3 times per week to build a community? How many of you will do that? How many of you will host seminars, at least 2 seminars per month for that to happen? For free. How many? Let us be honest. Ever since I started this meeting 3 months ago, sometimes in January, many of you here were supposed to be sharing 50% with me. How many of you have done that? But I burn my data. I stand here every day. I teach you for free. I don't ask you a dime. Do you know how much I burn for data per month? Minimum 50,000 francs per month for data, for free. The admin will not reward anybody. Of course, I can sell my TBC Kringles. That's true. But how many builders do we have so far? That if the admin wants to reward those that are building, we are complaining. What are we complaining for? If you can make 40 grains of gold per month and you have to pay 8 grains of gold to admin as a builder, not even to admin, you are paying 8 grains of gold. Admin takes just 4 grains of gold to encourage people to build. and we want to complain. That is not fair enough. Any person here, majority people here, they are network marketers. And they must agree with me that in most of the network marketing company, you pay at least $50 per month. That's the truth. And admin is telling you here that he has been collecting this for over 2 years, $10 per year. And it is not even enough for us to move forward. We have a lot of things that we want to bring in. We have a lot of things that admin wants to bring in. But the funds or the revenues coming in is actually not enough. That's the truth. Let us face the truth. The revenues coming in is not even enough. All the TBCs that you have been selling, you don't give a dime to admin. You don't. Many of you here, including Steve, you have been selling a lot lately. And I'm very sure you don't give a dime to admin, except 4 grains of gold. Except. Trust me, I'm very sure. I'm very, very sure you are not going to meet any other thing that you can sell those grains of gold in a month like TBC. And admin is telling us that what? That as leaders, if we unite, as leaders, if we build, you have extra reward. I mean, extra reward. It's not obligatory. It's not. Then we complain. What do we want admin to do? We want admin to close TBC because it's not moving. We want admin to give us money. Who are those to build? Let me ask you guys. I have just asked you guys simple question here. How many of you organize training, seminars per week? Just like what I'm doing. Don't you think that I deserve, me, for example, I deserve to be rewarded? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So let us stop to be emotional. We are leaders. Let us stop to be emotional and build. We are either building or we don't build. And trust me, admin knows better. Because when you sell your kringles, you don't give it to admin. You don't. So let us not complain because of 8 grains of gold. Please, I'm going to take some speakers. If you know that you want to complain, you are not welcome. I'm going to stop you. If you want to talk and complain, I will stop you. Thank you.
I have a question. I don't want to complain.
Yes.
Can I talk with Mbe? First of all, nobody is saying what. I am not saying that what admin is doing is wrong. No. My own is considering the background we have here in Nigeria in particular, because people are already having problem paying the original 4 grains of gold admin fee. That's why from analysis, we have more than 50 million people, but active members are only 3.5. My major problem is grains of gold monthly. It means you are not going to be a broadcaster. It means you are not going to attend to send button meeting. It means you are not even free to recruit.
No, Mr. Solo. Mr. Solo. Excuse me.
Because that is what my
No, you cannot be asking a question and you are concluding at the same time. Please, let us listen. Let us be realistic.
People office is a block.
Listen, Mr. Solo. You cannot be asking a question and you want to draw conclusion. If you are saying that as a builder or as a simple member, 8 grains of gold is already more than the people coming in or the new members coming in right now. And then you are not going to be a broadcaster. You are not going to participate in some party meeting. Of course, why are you a broadcaster? You are a broadcaster because you want to increase the community. That's a fact. And you will not tell me that you are broadcasting and you cannot afford 8 grains of gold per month. What are you broadcasting? What are you broadcasting? If you cannot broadcast and afford 8 grains of gold per month, Okay, you only want to accumulate cookies. But you should broadcast and be targeted. When you are broadcasting, you should have target audience. We have done trainings here, a lot of trainings here, how to sign up people. But are we respecting those training? We aren't. So if you're a broadcaster, you should be able to make 8 grains of gold per month. Thank you. Next question, please. If you have a question, you ask. No complaints.
Hello, my brother Ember.
Yes, Mr. Okeke.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening. Yeah, and good evening to every member of the house. I think my set has I don't know, a call came in and messed up the audio. So I have to put it on my ear to be able to hear what you are discussing. But from what I've gathered so far, I think we need some calm in the house today, because it looked to me as if emotions are taking a better part of some of us. So I need us to calm down so that we will be able to digest properly what the new idea of admin, the new instruction of admin, and that's what my brother Embe is trying to explain. So please, let us calm down so we can understand, so we can understand and the entire process now, because this is a new process. This is a new idea, that admin has brought into the community. So it needs for everyone to get a proper understanding, even before we start contributing. We can ask questions now and internalize all that Embe is trying to explain to us, because he has the understanding. So let us take it easy. Let us unite. Let us calm down so that we can even get a proper understanding of the new move of admin. So that's, all I want to say, because even me, myself, I have understood in part. I need to have a full understanding before I can even begin to ask questions. So I'm just asking for calm in the house so that we can understand the new move of admin.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Okeke, for that great contribution. Let me take Michael from Ghana. Michael. You have to unmute.
All right, thank you very much. From the beginning, I also didn't understand the whole concept, but now I believe the whole concept is clear now. I've understood everything. Now, what I've understood and what I want to say, what admin is doing is something to encourage us. And if you look at it, admin is putting like the mindset on us to the extent that you won't force or the person that bringing you. And to your understanding, what I've understood is that even when the person comes on board and pays their admin fee, make money in that. In also doing that, and when the person buy the coin to them, I believe it's a plus to us. When the client comes, pay the admin fees, we make it. And when the person purchases too, it is a plus to us. And I listen to it to the extent that first, you know that if the person didn't buy, you are not making any money. That is what we all know first. If the person come and pay the admin fee and didn't purchase, we are not making any money. But now we've got to understand that when the person come on board and pay the admin fee, we make money in that. And if the person purchase also, it is a plus to us. So I believe the concept of admin is good, but we all need time to understand like how I've understood it. So that's what I want to say. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. So we are actually going to the end. Maybe I should take another one or two persons.
I want to speak. Yes, I want to speak.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Please. I have actually the whole explanation. What I want to say here is that if you work in an office, when a policy comes out, you don't rush into such policies to start any action. What you should do is to sit down first of all and look at that policy, whether it is right or it is wrong, and then you look for strategies and ways with which you can be able to see how to execute the policy. One thing is, when a policy comes out, it is a policy. Even when you disagree with it, it remains a policy. Even when you said you don't want to work with it, what the organization does is to remove you and bring another person inside who will now work with the policy. But all of that is not what we are talking about. Personally, when I read that blog, I did not understand anything there. And what I did was to close my system. Went somewhere. After some time, I came back to read the blog again. After reading the blog, I now started thinking about what must have made the admin to bring out this kind of concept. And at the end of the day, I discovered that, yes, when people are working, they actually supposed to have benefits for that work. I know how much I spend in burning data, even talking to people. And at the same time, I've not even registered as I wanted. I've not registered as I wanted. So what I'm talking about is that we should please not heat up the system. We should please have a very humble spirit. We should all calm down, go home, sit down, and continue reading that blog. Somewhere along the line, we will see the concept where the admin is going to. From inception, admin has not requested anything so much from all of us. Even if there are submissions we want to make, we can make such submissions. And I believe that when we make such submissions, admin will be kind enough to look at them, and maybe as time goes on, he will fine-tune some of the strategies we will use in order to grow the community. The basic thing I understand is that the admin wants the community to grow, no matter what it takes. He wants it to grow. And all of us have that same concept, because if it grows, the earlier it grows, the better and best for all of us.
Yeah.
So that is what I want to submit. Let's have a cool head and then see how the things work out.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. Let me take Madame Adiola from USA.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yes,
loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yes. My contribution initially, when I was at the Send Button meeting, and I heard this immediately after the Send Button meeting, I went personally to go and read that particular document. So I read it myself, and I was still not clear. So with Mr. Ambe's explanation, it became clearer. And one thing I saw and recognized in admin's move consists of two things. One, looking at the modus operandi of admin. This is my own personal opinion. It is that admin always has, from inception, always tried to balance things up, to bring about balance in, the system, in how the system rewards people, in the incentives, so as to make the experiencing of its members always a win-win affair. Now, so that is one. He recognizes that as much as people work and put in a lot of work, they should be rewarded. They should be encouraged. So this, for me, would likely have informed what brought about this policy. Imagine so many people. I mean, for this week, 295 new sign-ups were brought in the last 1 week. Out of that, only one person with recording 57 highest sign-ups got rewarded. He must have been thinking about it and looked at it that, would it not, how would he feel? He would try to put himself at the, receiving end. You work, and you do not get anything for it. Only one person gets rewarded. So he brought about this way, this method of trying to reward everyone who put in that serious effort to ensure that he or she is part of the building group and team. Now, secondly, we need to understand that for the community to grow in leaps and bounds towards or going near what the ultimate is, which is to raise 1 billion members, we have to be proactive about it. And so, his own way of, doing it seems to run a bit out of our own understanding. And my recognition is that the reality of what is on ground must have stared him also in the face.
Right.
The reality must have stared him in the face. And so there is one thing that is constant, which is change. And the usual reaction to change is usually, first reaction is resistance. So let us, like other earlier speakers have spoken, let us try and, digest it the more and, within ourselves, try and look at ways we can strategize to get used to the system and get the best out of the system. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. I think that we are at the end of the program. Unless somebody have the last thing, but we are actually at the end. We have stayed a lot. Yeah. One thing I want to tell you guys is that the fact that we are families doesn't mean that everything has to be so smooth. The fact that we are here every day, we talk, doesn't mean that we must agree with everything. In a family, there are days that we shout at each other, but respecting each other is one of the key. Even if we have to quarrel, even if we have to fight. Trust me, sometimes also it is not easy with me and the admin. So it doesn't mean that because we're a family, we cannot disagree. We can still disagree in order to agree, provided we respect limits or provided we keep our limitations. So I know that we are one big family, we are growing, and sometimes things will never be smooth like we are thinking, but definitely what I think and I believe is that admin has always meant well, because admin could decide and close down everything and say to hell with it and just go away. I myself that I'm talking here, I could decide to just stop everything and take my family somewhere in the world. It's not even more than me. But here we are still building. That shows passion. That shows passion for humanity. And that is where everybody here should be looking forward to. Not only about the money, the passion, and why not? Once you have the passion, there is some reward coming in, just like what the admin is doing now. Let us trust the admin that he knows better, even if we don't agree with him now, but let's just give him trust. Let us believe in him. For the past 3 years, we have trusted in him. So do we really think that, is it now that the admin will fail us? I don't think so. Okay, we look forward to have you again on Wednesday, same time. Have a good night rest, and please don't get freaked out. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, good night.
Bye.